Hello. Hi, everybody. Sorry we are 1 minute late. Um, Welcome to the focus activity for levels 2 to 3, titled Blackpool and Bondi Beach. So I am Jadine. I'm from London in England, and I am quite a new teacher here in Italy. I moved to Milan in October, so recently, and I teach at Via Meravigli in Milan. And I am joined by
Emily. I am Emily. I am also a teacher in the Meravigli School in Milan, and I am also from England originally, but I am from the middle of England, from a city near Birmingham, and my city is called Wolverhampton, but it is not very famous, so don't worry about that. And actually, this is my first long conversation with Jadine, so we are learning about each other as well as you.
Yes, the quarantine is bringing some good things like new friendships and time to bond with other people.
Yes, we hope so.
Okay. So before we start, I want to say that anybody watching, you can feel free during the presentation to type to us if you have any questions about something we're saying, or if you want to answer one of our questions. Everything you type and send, we can see in the comments and we can reply to.
Yes, please do comment. We love to hear from you.
Yes, definitely. Also, if this is a webinar with us, we want you to know these webinars 9 in the evening Friday, and also from 9 in the morning until 1 p.m. or 1 in the afternoon on Saturdays. So there's lots of opportunity to watch and practice your English through the day.
Yes, okay. Very useful.
So if we begin. Perfect.
Okay.
So this focus activity is Blackpool and Bondi Beach. So in this activity, we are going to learn how to describe a day at the beach. So how to use lots of adjectives and descriptive words to talk about spending a day at the beach near the ocean. Also about the weather, what outside in the sunny. We'd be using modal verb can and looking at different prepositions and when and how to use them.
Yes, we know prepositions can be difficult, so it's very good to spend some time talking about those.
Exactly. So directions, we have north, south, east, and west. So notice the pronunciation for how I say the word east. Okay? It's spelt E-A-S-T, but we pronounce it east. Okay. So Emily, what can we say about these?
So these are useful. Wait. Okay. So
sorry,
Norway
there is a small
is
delay.
in. Yes, so we will do our best with that. So Norway, for example, is in the north. We often use these directions to talk about the world and where a country is in the world, maybe not when you give local directions in your city. It's more often for a big world view there. And
exactly,
you can also combine north and east. For example, you can say somewhere is northeast or northwest, and southeast and southwest. So north or south first, and then east or west second, if you want to be more specific with the direction. So, Jadine, where is Ireland?
So Ireland is northwest of England. So if you know a map, if you have seen the UK on a map, you have England here, and Ireland is northwest. Okay, so at this angle. If we look on the compass, which is the yellow circle on the screen, northwest is in between the N and the W.
Yes, that's right. So to be more specific, you can look in the middle.
Okay.
Sorry about this.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just the delay that is a little bit strange. So if we think about Canada and America, Emily, where is Canada?
So Canada in relation to America is north. You don't need to be more specific there. Or America is south of Canada. So we often use the word of to make a sentence to connect the two places.
Exactly. So if we know America, perfect. So America on a map is below Canada or is south of Canada. Okay, and in the world, where is Australia and where is Sweden?
Right. So Australia, when we look at a normal world map, is normally southeast on a map. Yeah. And Sweden normally is north. And in Europe, normally north. What about China?
Yes, Europe or Italy, say is in east. Okay, we say that China and Asia is the continent and China is the country. China is in the east. And finally, we have Brazil. So where is Brazil?
So Brazil is in the south, normally southwest from Europe, and the continent is called South America, which gives an idea of the direction from the United States there. And in England, where is your hometown, Jodine? Where is London?
Exactly. So yes, so hometown is in England, London is it. And Emily, where did you tell us your hometown, Wolverhampton, is?
So Wolverhampton is in the middle of England, but also slightly in the west. So the middle, we call it the West Midlands because it is slightly, a little bit to the west. And a lot of countries say Midlands for the middle of a country.
Yes. Okay, so when we think about the world, the whole world, or the globe, there is a line that goes in the middle, okay, through the of the and we gain the okay. So every country above or higher than the equator, we say generally is northern or in the north. So for example, America, Canada, Europe are in the north of the world. Every country below or lower than the equator or the middle of the globe, we say is southern or is in the south. So northern means in the north and southern means the same east. So adjective to describe countries and is the adjective to describe countries or places in the West. Okay.
Yeah, thank you. And remember the pronunciation. Again, we talked about south, and that changes for the adjective. We have southern, and it becomes an sound. And that is
really
just
good point.
And that is just because southern is difficult to say, so it becomes southern. They are both the same sounds before the th and after it. Okay, I think we will move on now. So
yes, so if you do this
if you have
later
a point, please.
and you want to can practice you can practice the pronunciation. So the difference between south and southern. Okay. So, Emily, if you would like to read the next slide.
Of course. So, Blackpool Beach. So, where is Blackpool Beach? So, this is the country, and the country is the United Kingdom, and more specifically, we are talking about England, which is the south part of the island, of the main land mass. And Blackpool Beach is in the is just here, so it is in the northwest of England. Jadine,
Yes.
do you know Blackpool Beach?
I have been to Blackpool Beach once before, but when I was a little girl, so when I was a child, I can't remember it very well. Have you been before, Emily?
The same for me when I was a child, but not recently.
It's important to remember when we are looking at the map that it is, so this map is at the bottom right of this England. Blackpool Beach is in the north of England, but is in the middle of the UK.
Yes, that's a very good point, because sometimes we talk about the UK, about everywhere in that country, and sometimes we are more specific about the differences between Scotland, England, and Wales, which is in the west, and the other island we have another example of Northern Ireland. So there are 4 different areas of the UK, and you can see it written down there.
Okay. So do you know, Emily, if there are any beaches in Italy? So a beach is the place by the ocean or by the sea where there is sand, very fine brown stone, and usually it's very hot or warm by the beach.
Yes, it's very good in the summer, especially. I think, yes, there are beaches in Italy, but not in Milan, where we live. Maybe in the further south in Italy, there are more beaches. And do you like beaches, Jadine?
I do like beaches, but I like them in the springtime. So usually between April and June, because in the summer they are very hot and lots of people, many people, like to go to the beach. I think too many people.
I agree completely.
In the winter, yes, but in the winter, it's too cold. So the spring is perfect because there are not so many people. There are fewer people, and the weather is.
Yes, I
So,
agree.
looking at the next
In
slide,
the
Emily,
past,
do you?
Yeah, so this is Bondi Beach. So where is Bondi Beach? So this is a different country. This is Australia, and I, in fact, don't know where in Australia Bondi Beach is, but let's see. Here it is. It is in the in the east of Australia. Or you could also say Eastern Australia. You can use both of those phrases. Do you know Australia, Jodine?
Yeah, so yes, I lived in for a year, and Bondi Beach and Blackpool Beach are very, very different.
Yes, I have not visited Bondi Beach, but I know that much.
Yes, so Blackpool Beach we saw in the last slide. Blackpool Beach was in the west, or it was western, but Bondi Beach is in the east, or it's eastern.
Exactly. So they are opposites in direction as well as their temperatures, which we will talk about. So I will read this slide. So match the weather words, normally adjectives here describing words, to the pictures. And listen to my pronunciation here. We have rainy, sunny, hot, cold, stormy, windy. Okay, so these are all words about the weather. So A, the answer is rainy.
Rainy.
When there is a lot of rain, we say it's rainy. So we use it's, or it is to present these adjectives here. So it's rainy. The next one.
So this is different to in Italian. So in Italian, they say there is rain. But in English, we say it is rainy or it is raining.
Yes. So the next one, this is exactly the same. So this is it's cold. So this is about the temperature. When there is a low temperature, maybe you need a coat. It is cold. It's cold. Okay. And if it is very, very, very cold, you can say it's freezing. When there is a lot of ice and you wear a coat and it's still cold, you can say it's freezing.
Yes, exactly. Like ice cream. So something that is very, very cold.
Exactly, yes. Okay, the next one is the opposite of cold. It is hot. Remember that h sound at the beginning. It's hot. Do you prefer hot weather or cold weather?
I like more warm weather. So warm weather is in the middle of hot weather and cold weather. So it's not cold, it's not hot, but it's warm. It's in the middle.
Yes, you can spend more time outside in warm weather, maybe. I know hot weather becomes uncomfortable for me very fast. Okay, so after this, for
So
not letter
do
D.
you prefer hot weather or cold weather?
Like you, I'm similar. I prefer warm weather, but between hot and cold, if I choose one, I prefer cold weather because
Okay,
I
interesting.
don't like to be too hot.
Okay. In Milan,
Mm-hmm.
in the summer, so
Yes.
from July to September, do you like the weather, Emily? Because it gets very
It does, yes. No, I don't like that weather at all. Not one bit. And in fact, I moved to Milan. I came to Milan in June. So it was a big difference for me from England
yes.
and not a positive
Okay.
one for the temperature.
Oh no.
Yes. I think October is a good month to move somewhere for that reason. Do you like the weather in Milan?
I see. Um, now the weather in
Mm-hmm.
perfect because warm or
Yes. Yes, a strange mixture of weathers, really. Okay, so D, we have windy. Windy, when there is a lot of wind, when the air moves around. Maybe you can see things falling from the trees. I like windy weather.
oh, so do I. Me too.
Okay, and E, we have two adjectives remaining. So E, we have sunny. So again, there is sun, it is sunny. The it's sunny is more common there. Okay. And finally, we have stormy. Stormy, when there is sudden light and very dark clouds, and it's very noisy. And the noun is a storm. Sometimes we say there is a storm.
Yes. Okay, so again, for anybody at home watching, to practice your pronunciation, you can try now and repeat after me. So, rain, rain, cold. C is hot, hot, and make sure you are making the H sound, hot. D is windy, windy. E is sunny, sunny. And F is stormy, stormy.
Perfect. Thank you, Jadine. And
Okay.
now, here is England again. This is Blackpool Beach. So, what's the weather like in the west of England? So, you can see from the picture,
and really,
maybe,
what?
yes. So, this I just want to mention in this question, what is the weather like is not about your preferences. It's asking you to describe something. So, what's the weather like? Please describe the weather. Tell us about the weather. And that is the same for other things. Always to be like. What is something like? Please describe it. Okay, but then the answer is just it's. So in this case, it's rainy, I think. Okay, it's rainy, maybe even it's stormy. Maybe not so positive. It's not what we call beach weather. It's not good weather for a beach.
No.
Do you like stormy weather, Jodine?
I do like stormy weather, but I like it when I am inside my house and I am warm.
Yes.
I do not like to be outside in the stormy weather.
Yes, I completely agree. And I feel the same about snow or snowy weather when it is very cold and the rain freezes. Very cold winter weather, snow or snowy weather. Okay. So maybe this is not so good for the beach. But now
No.
we can see the opposite here. Here we are in East Australia, in Bondi Beach. And again, we can ask the question, what's the weather like? Please describe the weather in East Australia. So I think in this picture, it's sunny. Probably it's hot also.
Yeah.
Do you agree?
So our responses, we can say it's sunny and it's hot. If we give a negative answer, we can say it's not raining and it's not cold and it's not stormy. So
yes,
the structure is the same. We just add the word not after the word is.
yes. Sometimes you also hear it isn't, which is exactly the same. So you can say it's not or it isn't. With speakers, you will hear both of these, and they are both correct. Yes, very, very useful language there.
Yes, perfect.
So, which beach do you prefer, JD?
It's a very difficult choice. I think I would say I like Bondi Beach more. What about you? Which beach do you prefer?
I also prefer Bondi Beach, probably, but maybe it's too hot for me because I have a very pale, very white skin, so the sun is not good for me.
Yeah. You have to be safe.
Yes. Okay, so here is our globe, our world, and we can talk more generally about places and the weather. So, what's the weather like in Jamaica?
Yes, so in Jamaica, it's hot and it's sunny and sometimes it's stormy.
Yes.
Because they have what we call a tropical storm. So it's a storm, lots of wind and rain, but also it's still very hot. So it's in a tropical or very hot country.
Yes, so there is a useful word here that is very similar to Italian, I believe. You can say it's humid. It's humid, which is hot and wet as well. There is lots of water in the air.
Excellent. So, Emily, what's the weather like in Russia?
Well, I think the weather in Russia is very, very cold, especially in Siberia, which is the countryside in Russia, and probably rainy and even snowy also. But I have not visited Russia, so I am not an expert.
Okay. Okay. So
What's
for
the weather
everyone
like?
who watch at home,
Mhm.
practice asking these questions and also answering them.
Yes, so the general question, what's the weather like in? And you can continue with a country or a city also. You can be more specific if you want to. Okay. So now for the final 10 minutes, we will talk about activities and things we can do on the beach. So I will read the list of activities. We have go jet skiing, go surfing, sunbathe, drink a cocktail, go sightseeing, eat an ice cream, read a book, and go skiing. And again, please practice the pronunciation at home.
Yes. So which of these things, these activities, can we do on the beach?
Wow.
So can we go jet skiing? Jet?
So jet ski is similar to skiing, but on the water, I believe. Then there is a motor, I think, with a jet ski.
Exactly. So I think that the screen for me is very small.
Yes.
I think that jet skiing might be picture F.
Yes. I think you're right. Yes, I think they come on the screen the opposite way. So if we look, we will see when we get to F. Maybe let's talk about A first. So although I will just check. Yes. So A is eat an ice cream. You can eat an ice cream on the beach. So I want to mention 2 grammar points here. So remember, the preposition for the beach is always on. You are always on the beach. Okay, it's not in, it's not at. Generally, it's on the beach when you are in that place. And can, some of you maybe know can now, but maybe it's new to some of you. So can is about possibility. So can is saying what is possible to do on the beach? What are possible activities? Okay. So you can eat an ice cream, Jadine, do you eat ice creams on the beach?
Ice creams on the beach. I eat ice cream even when I'm not on the beach, but especially when I'm on the beach. If I'm on the beach, I will eat ice cream. Yes.
Amazing. What is your favorite type of ice cream?
My favorite type of ice cream is hazelnut.
I like hazelnut.
Yes.
Yes.
So a type of nut.
Yes.
Or pistachio.
Yes. I like pistachio. Pistachio or pistachio, yeah. I think for me, mint ice cream, maybe. Very, very refreshing, you can say. You feel ready for anything. Okay, so so B, I know the pictures are very small, but what do you think B is?
So in picture B, there is a person lying down on the sand underneath the sun. So we say this person is sunbathing.
Yes. So I think it's very similar to Italian where you say take the sun, we say sunbathe instead. Like you have a bath in the sun, metaphorically. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like sunbathing?
Sometimes I'm very skin, so like it.
Right, yes. Yes, I become bored quite quickly doing nothing and sunbathing. Okay, C, we have read a book. You can read a book on the beach, absolutely. We talk about very easy books by calling them beach reads. If something is a beach read, it is not difficult. Maybe a thriller, for example, or a romance could be a beach read.
You can read it quickly. It does not take a long time.
That's right, yeah. So D, we have drink a cocktail. An alcoholic drink with ice. That's again very refreshing. E, I know we are nearly out of time, so we will go a little faster. So E is go surfing. You can also say surf alone. Surf can be a noun or a verb, so you can go surfing or you can surf. Okay, the final one, as Jadine said earlier, go jet skiing. What is your favourite activity here, Jadine?
I like read a book and drink a coffee.
Yes, those two go together very well, I think. Okay, so we are almost out of time. Please, if you have any questions, write in the comments, but we will finish there for today. I hope you all have a lovely afternoon.
Yes. So to summarize, we learned how to talk about direction. So north, south, east, and west. Exactly. We can talk about the weather. Remember to ask about the weather. What's the weather? Respond or the corrective, and summary about things we can do on the beach. And remember, can is the modal verb to suggest possibility. Okay? To say you have the option to do something.
Exactly. So thank you for watching, everyone. We hope to see you soon. Thank you. Goodbye.
Excellent.